Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Kristin. Thank you for stopping in on my coffee chats. These are my very informal, very random. Everything is kind of random in my channel, and that's just something I'm claiming and living into. But these are particularly just kind of random, and I will, for your benefit as well, if I start talking about something or telling a story that you just are like, don't care, Kristin, I'll leave timestamps down below in the description if you click on the little down arrow, and it'll say like the different things that I'm going to share or discuss. Once I'm all done, I can edit those in for you, and you just see. And if there's nothing you want to hear about, that is fine. I am not offended. I'm just here to kind of sit down with my second cup of coffee and talk to my YouTube friends, because honestly, y'all are so, it is like a wealth. It's like having an encyclopedia. You are just a wealth of information and inspiration and encouragement. And I mean, even when it has to be tough love, like tell each other the harder truth, this is just a place that I feel, for the most part, by and by, is just a really awesome thing. And that's really my motivation for even putting myself out on YouTube, is that I feel like it's my community. It's like y'all are my people, and the people who watch my coffee chats are particularly my people, and I thank you. I thank you for hanging out with me. If you want to just bump up the volume a little, put it down and do your house cleaning or your chores, or just feel like you got a girlfriend hanging out with you, these are the best videos that I make for doing that, I think. So I have not sat down and done this in a while, and I really want to get better at doing that, like being more consistent doing my vlogs, because now I feel like I'm gonna have like fire hose, when you turn on the fire hose and it's just like too much, because now I've like built up with like so many things I want to tell you, right? So this is my day off. This is a Friday for me, except I do have a personal coaching one-on-one session, my first of two, that I'm going to do for my job for youth ministry, and I am just super excited about that. And I want to talk a little bit about that too. Gosh, I don't even know where to start. So one that maybe people are curious about, let me take some coffee and put it down. I got my first vaccine and it went well. I was really nervous, y'all, and so I think all of us on some level have some anxiety about it. And I didn't have a lot of anxiety, but in general, I'm very pro-vaccine. I'm very pro-medicine. I'm very pro using whatever tools that technology, mankind, the Lord, whatever, has provided for us to use to be our best. I think therapy is a good thing. I think things are not crutches. I mean, maybe they are a crutch, but when you've got a broken foot, you need crutches. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using things, right? But my whole skepticism was the economic, financial part of it. It's like, who's benefiting from pushing this out quickly? And obviously, they're making a lot of money. And sometimes I feel like when money is the driving force, humanity or health is not always in the forefront. Anyway, there's my disclaimer and just realism with you, and you can push back if you would like to kindly. But I have to tell you about my experience of getting it, because I think our facility here locally, I'm just blessed that it was actually written up nationally, and I think it's crazy good. So I just wanted to share, So I registered online. It was pretty easy. And then they started sending me emails, multiple emails, like, these are different places in your area, and these are the vaccines, and these are the dates, and you basically just sign up for wherever you want, right? So I knew this one facility was getting well recognized, and I said, well, I'm going to get it there. And I wanted to get the vaccine that my parents got, because I thought they did so well with it that, genetically speaking, I should have a pretty good shot that that's going to do well for me too. And that was the Pfizer. So I saw the Pfizer at the location I wanted, so I clicked on it, got an appointment, and you drive up and there's people in the fluorescent vests directing you where to park, and there's golf carts driving around. So like if you're elderly or on crutches or have a need, they will shuttle you to the door. And then if you still need help, there's people with wheelchairs waiting to, wheel you through the process. And it's this huge event center. So you go, you've got the little feet print to keep you apart. You sign in that you're there. You sit in seats that are all spread out, and then they call. There's a person running around calling out times for you to go up to one of the registration tables. And then there were people with pom-poms that would direct you to other chairs to sit and wait in, and then they would say when it was safe to go get in a shorter line to wait for the nurses, who were set in 8 different stations. So there's 8 different shot locations going on at the same time, and they would direct you to which one was opening and just keep the line moving and keep it flowing. And they give you the little card or whatever, and then you go sit in this other area with chairs 6 feet apart. And because it's being sponsored by a university that's known for being a conservatory and drama and music, there's people playing music, and practicing their recitals and things for you while you're waiting. And then you watch the big countdown clock, and then you go up and stand in another line that's spread out to check out and get registered and be evaluated if you're having any side effects or dizziness or whatever. And then you can get a shuttle cart back to your car if you need it, or just walk. It was actually raining by the time. It wasn't raining when I went in, but it was raining when I went out, but I didn't mind. I just got a little wet and thought that was just fine. And I was very pleased. I think the flu shot bothered me more than the COVID or vaccine shot bothered. It hurt less. And my arm, I think even the soreness of my arm, it was noticeable for sure, but I don't think it was more so than the flu shot. So that was great. Oops, I'm getting a call coming in. Get rid of that. So I just was so grateful, not only, that everything went well, but that the process was almost enjoyable. And it was like everybody was, mostly volunteering or helping one another. And it was just a very positive experience. So I'm nervous to go back and get the second one next week. And, or is it 2 weeks? I don't know. Whenever it is, go back and get that one. And I'm hoping that I don't have anything negative. I went out and did yard work. I took the next day off. I made sure I didn't have anything that I had to do the next day, thinking that maybe I wouldn't feel good, because I have had lymphoma and I do have a suppressed immune system. And so I thought, oh, what could happen? But I felt so good. I went out and did yard work. I cut all the grasses and pulled weeds and trimmed up things, got all the dead stuff in the burn pile. And that's what I did with my vaccine day off. So that was great. And my arm was a little sore, but it was my left arm. I'm right-handed. It was all good. And I got my Blarney Stone. Even though it's not March anymore, I'm going to use this all year because it makes me happy that it reminds me of my bucket list to go to Ireland. So if you want to have vaccine discussion, we can do that. If you're not wanting to do it, like my sons, both, one works for Amazon, one works for Target, and they feel like they've been exposed and or had it, and they're young in their 20s. I'm good with them not having it. I think, it's one of those things that's going to be like the flu vaccine, where the variations change so much. That's all over the news, that it doesn't hurt us to wait either. So I just feel like for my job and my exposure to people, I needed to be a good steward and have it. So I thought the risk of doing it was less than the risk of getting COVID or exposing other people. So I support wherever you are. That's my long way of saying that, and just want it to be an encouragement. And, I have had friends that have had very negative reactions to the vaccine. And I feel for you. And, I think that's something we're all struggling through. So there's that. So that was kind of exciting and fun. in a weird way, right? And for my youth, I know I've shared, I've just been struggling because we haven't been allowed to really get together as much as I want, or to, you just get burnt out with all the digital online stuff. Do you feel me? I mean, yes, but we're all online. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, you're watching somehow on the internet. So I know they're online. So I've been trying to struggle with, like, what does it mean to be in a community in the midst of my ministry in this time? And I've had 2 online youth conferences in the past couple of weeks, and I'm just got all new ideas, all new energy. I am just fired up. I am so ready to just do more and more, and to try out some of these things. And some of them are probably going to epically fail, but that's okay. I just feel like for a long time it was depressing because we didn't know what we were supposed to be doing, or we couldn't do anything. And yeah, so that's really, really good. So I'm really excited about that, and excited about my coaching this afternoon. And I'm not going to share a whole lot of that, particularly because if I start talking about religious things specifically, my videos start getting tagged as controversial, which I just find that so annoying. It's like if I start talking about the racism issue, which is really on my mind and heart, or talking about any discrimination and reconciliation, which is always on my mind and heart, or talking about religion, faith, spirituality, those things come up as tagged in yellow on my YouTube channel. But this is who I am, and I'm real. And so I appreciate and respect everybody. In fact, I applaud that because it makes me think, and it makes me challenge, like, whoa, why do I believe this, or why is my stance this? And honestly, nobody's smart enough to know everything, and I don't even claim to be uber smart. I feel like I'm somewhat educated and somewhat smart and can handle some debate or whatever, but we need to engage. And so I'm just going to go forward humbly in my channel, and maybe on my coffee chats, because most of these seem to be a lot of the ones that get flagged as yellow. I'll just not do ads or worry about advertisers that might be sensitive to me talking about it, because I would rather put it out there and have that kind of dialogue and interaction, because again, I learn and grow from it. And hopefully maybe then I'm in a position at some point in some way to pass it on, or to be part of the solutions as opposed to the problem. And then on a completely unrelated, more silly note, I always sometimes get embarrassed that I have such a love for all my boxes and stuff. And I was like, this consumerism really maybe isn't as cohesive with all of my beliefs of just feeling like people and relationships are the most important thing in life, which I do believe. But dang, I like the boxes. And this is a tea box, Sips by, and it's created just for you. It even says right here, look, made for Kristin. Isn't that cute? And I asked for caffeine and no caffeine, because depending on the time of day, I'm going to want different things. And I don't like uber sweet, but every once in a while I even like sweet. So I don't think I omit any flavors or anything from my profile, but you can do an extensive kind of tea profile on this thing. And oh, I'm losing my cami. I've got like triple things. I've got a very 80s vibe going on. Y'all know Cyndi Lauper, right? She's like icon, like even starting out, she started out like in her 30s, so she was already old for the teenage music and did the wild hair and the craziness in the 80s. I'm just really channeling Cyndi Lauper today, and I don't know if I can see, I got these new camo pants from Wild Fox. These are Wild Fox, and they were on clearance on the Wild Fox channel, and so I didn't do a unboxing or haul because it was one item, right? But these are so fun, and I know I needed more camo, like I needed like nothing, but but I'm just feeling like this 80s vibe and that layering Madonna, Cyndi Lauper-ish, and just gonna go around singing, girls, they wanna have fun, oh, girls just wanna have, that's all we really want, right? Well, I don't know that it's really we want meaning and deepness, but in a fun way. So tea. Oh, I keep forgetting. I need to send them a message. These are tea bags. So they send the little tea bags, but I have so many cute diffusers. I don't use these tea bags. I don't know. Let me know if anybody uses these tea bags. I've got 2 or 3. I'd be happy to send them to somebody. But I need to make a note for them to not send these because I feel like I waste them because I don't use them. All right, let's see what we got. This looks cute. It's got like a little lounge chair on it. What is this? Oh my gosh, I just read it. TeaPigs. TeaPigs? Really? What? What? What does that mean? That's the name of the company. It's the lemon and ginger. Ooh, and lemongrass, lemon peel, and ginger. Caffeine free. It could be chilly and gray outside, but this all-natural gingery lemon brew will sweep you away to British summer days. Ooh, my roots are totally 100% on all sides of my family British. I mean, most Americans are like mutts. I'm not much of a mutt, y'all. I am like so English. So, wow, that looks, one biodegradable tea temple. This just gets better and better. I don't know what a tea temple is. Oh, it's like a, let me see, can you see that? It's like, supposedly the bag is like a pyramid. Okay. And it's biodegradable, so when I throw it away, or I can maybe I should plant it. Because when you throw it away, it just stays in the plastic trash bag, right? All right, what do we got here? This one's cute. It looks very Indian with the orange and green, or Ireland is orange and green too. There's a lot of flags with orange and green. 4 Sigmatic matcha latte mix with lion's mane. What? What's lion's mane? This is so above my pay grade, so over my head, y'all. Oh, I don't even know. Roasted carob, barley, chicory, matcha, Ramon seeds, natural chocolate flavor, and cocoa with chili flakes, all organic. Okay, and this is caffeine free. So like bedtime sweet, craving time. Sounds awesome. Antioxidant tea from your tea. Your tea for antioxidant tea. I don't see this one on my list. There's only 4. That's weird. Well, process of elimination. This one is the Ticino maca chocolate. Oh, that's the one I just read. So this one's the one I just read that's caffeine free. This one actually has caffeine. And it is organic coconut milk powder with matcha and palm sugar and contains caffeine. So this one's caffeine, this one's non-caffeine. Okay, so this one then, it's saying it's a pomegranate raspberry green tea with hibiscus and orange peel and contains caffeine. But that's like not much. I mean, it's just a blank packet. It's like I'm gonna have to keep this close by, or just what I do is I put most caffeinated. I have a little tea stash that I put all these in, and I put most caffeinated on one side, like if it's high caffeine, and then no caffeine, and I've got a divider where it splits the caffeines so I can see readily when I go in. And I think I'm just gonna randomly put this. Has caffeine, so I'm just gonna randomly put this on the caffeine, and it'll just be potluck, because I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not going to remember that this is pomegranate raspberry, which is disappointing. Maybe I should write it on here. I don't know. That's too much maintenance. Too much maintenance. That was a great box, though. I'm super excited to try all that. And it's $15. You get 16 teas, and I just asked for it quarterly. You can get it monthly if you want, but I don't. I like to drink so many different kinds of tea that I just ask for it. It comes every 3 months for me. So that's my tea. And I've already been talking like almost 20 minutes, so I should probably take a break, wrap this up today, get on with my day. I've got a birthday balloon I'm going to go deliver, and I'm going to take the dog for an extra long walk since it's my day off and I have less work that I have to do, and then have my coaching, and It's Friday night, so I get a date night. I mean, this is a good day. I am just thankful. I'm thankful that you spent some time with me. Stick with me. Here comes a little bit more. Hopefully, I will finish it up in the next day or two and get this posted. But y'all take care. I'll leave the link if you want to check into the Sips By. Have an awesome one. I'm going out to deliver my birthday balloon, but look, my tulips are all coming up. I planted them last fall, and here they all are. I love tulips. It's so symbolic of hope, right? You plant it, you don't get to see it for like 6 months, and here they are. Okay, so I know I need to kind of close up, wrap up, have final thoughts of the week. I do want to share, this is one of those TeaPigs. It's supposed to be like a pyramid of lemon and ginger, but in a completely biodegradable bag. But it's kind of cool looking. I mean, it looks like one of those really healthy looking spring rolls or something that I get at like the Asian fusion restaurant. So it smells fantastic. Like it has a much more fragrant smell than a lot of the teas do. And the taste is, it's a little strong. I think if I leave this in here too long, I'll need to pull out a napkin and not have the tea bag sit there much longer. Because I think if it gets too strong, it would just be like distracting. But anyway, just wanted to report on that. My 80s day outfit actually ended up being really cute for, I kept it on for a date night, and my husband had to work a little late, so I had to go pick up dinner for us. And while I was there picking up dinner and waiting for a takeout, some guy tried to pick me up at the bar, y'all. And I was just like, you know, it's one of those things where you're just like, are you looking at me? Are you like hitting on me? And then it was like, they really are. And you know, it just like, it's one of those things that kind of makes your day, even though you're married and not looking and not interested in any of that kind of attention, but you still go. And at the end of the day, I know y'all will appreciate this. I think I had a cute outfit, and my hair and makeup was kind of on point because I got some notice. So anyway, I feel like it's a win in that book, and just wanted to pass it on to people. I came home and told my husband, and he wasn't that impressed. You know, but he goes out and hangs out with his friends at this one local bar or whatever, and he's like the life of the party kind of person. So he needs to watch himself more than I need to watch myself. It's all good, y'all. So I had a really great time with my conferences, my consults. I know I was doing coaching and telling y'all about that, and I just feel really, really energized and really, really like ready to come out of this quarantine better off than when we went in. And that's a good place to be. And if you don't have those people in your lives around you, start like just being open to maybe encountering them, or even going out of your way and saying, you know, who can I check in with that's doing whatever it is that I do, but doing it well, or adapting, or, you know, whether it's running your house and parenting, or, you know, your particular work field. I think we're all going to, well, we all have been stretched during this time, and it's just kind of exciting in some ways to say, okay, now what? You know, now as we get the vaccines out there, as we get some of these new practices put in place, you know, how do we go forward? And that's a really good thing. And it does seem like also like there's a lot more, not COVID necessarily, but a lot of illnesses and a lot of particularly cancers going on more so than normal. And I mean, my prayer list is just longer than it normally is. And I just feel like that's an opportunity too for us to reconnect as community. You know, we've been disconnected, and just to have that connection that is so important, you know, to check in with our family and friends, particularly those that are going through some things, and just seeing if there's anything we can do. And if nothing else, I believe in prayer. I know, a lot of people just believe in positive energy and thoughts and vibes, and I'm down with that. If I'm ever sick or down or whatever, please do whatever is in your practice to do, and I honor that and receive that and believe in that totally. I totally, absolutely do. So if there is something going on with you even, and you want to put it down in the comments, or if you want to email me, momentsofsanctuary@gmail.com, I would be honored to add that to my list and lift that up, and just want to engage and grow as a community and be open and faithful to whatever it is. And I'm in some discernment and thought about that with my channel. I just feel like this is a platform and a medium that I want it to make a difference, even if it's just in 1 or 2 lives, and let it be what it's meant to be, as opposed to what I think it should be or force it to be, if that makes sense. So we will end on that note. I thank you for spending some time with me, having some tea or coffee. I end a lot of these vlogs thinking, did I give any tidbits or any information? But I'm hoping I at least gave you maybe some companionship or some distraction, or just a little smile or laugh or something in your day, so that you just feel like you're not alone. Like we're girlfriends connected, and whatever you're doing, I support you in it. Take care, y'all. Have a beautiful day. I will see you later. More coffee chat.